Hi students, myself Anju. Today we are going to discuss about the topic properties of whole numbers. Before going to the properties, we should know what is meant by whole numbers. Whole numbers is a bigger collection of natural numbers and zero. It is denoted by a symbol capital W. This will be starting from 0, 1, 2, 3 and it goes on. Therefore, it is countable and infinite because the whole number starts from 0 and it has no end. Therefore, it is infinite. This is a basic definition of the whole numbers. Next comes the properties. The basic properties which we are going to discuss is closure property, commutative property, associative property, identity, and distributive property. Actually, this whole number will be satisfied for under addition and multiplication. Because when we are using this subtraction and division, we will get the answer in negatives which is not included in whole numbers. Therefore, subtraction is not possible. When we are using division, it will be like fraction. Therefore, the division is not possible. Next is our closure property. First, under addition, because whole numbers are closed under addition. The property is for any two whole number A and B, A plus B is also a whole number. When we are taking any two whole number A and B, if we are adding those two whole number, our result will also be a whole number. Example for that, 20 is our whole number, 3 is our whole number. If I am adding these two whole number like A plus B, A is 20 means B is 3. A plus B means 20 plus 3. We will get the answer as 23. 23 is also a whole number. Likewise, we have closure property under multiplication because we don't use subtraction because we will get negative number. Negative number is not in the whole number set. Next comes our multiplication. This also have a rule for any two whole numbers A and B. If I am multiplying A into B, this is also a whole number. I am taking two whole numbers A and B. If I am multiplying those two whole numbers, that answer is also a whole number. Example for that is, I am taking two whole numbers 3 and 7. I am multiplying these two. Let us consider 3 as A and B as 7. So A into B means 3 into 7. 7 3s are 21 is also a whole number. Next is our commutative property. Commutative property is also only for addition and multiplication. Already whole numbers will satisfy only for addition and multiplication. Here also I am taking for any two whole numbers, A and B. I am taking for any two whole numbers A and B. This rule should be satisfied. The rule is A into A plus B equal to B plus A, which means if I am adding like A plus B also or B plus A also, both the answers should be same. That is the commutative rule. Example I will explain. I am taking two whole numbers 3 and 12. I am adding those two, like A plus B means 12 plus 3 plus 12. 3 plus 12 is 15. This is our answer. If I am adding like B plus A, 12 plus 3, that is also 15. Both the answers are same. Therefore, whole numbers satisfies the condition commutative under addition. Next is under multiplication. Here also I am taking two whole numbers for any two whole numbers A and B, and I am doing multiplication operation. Like our condition which we want to satisfy is A into B equal to B into A. Example for that is I am taking two whole number like 3 and 4. Let us consider 3 as A and B as 4. So A into B means 3 into 4. Answer is 12. Then B into A means 4 into 3. Answer is 12. So we get both the answers are same. So the whole number satisfies this commutative property under multiplication. A into B equal to B into A. Next property is associative property. Associative property also satisfies under addition and multiplication. So first is our addition. In associative property, we are going to take three whole numbers. So for any three whole numbers, A, B and C, our condition is A plus B plus C equal to A plus B plus C. Example I will give you. So here we have to take three whole numbers. One is 2, another is 3, another is 4. I am taking these three whole numbers. Now we are taking 2 as A, 3 as B, 4 as C. So by the property A plus B plus C, 2 plus 3 plus 4. By Bodmer's rule, we have to do the operations which is inside the bracket first. So 2 plus 3 plus 4, 7. 2 plus 7, 9. Next, A plus B plus C. 2 plus 3 plus 4. First we have to do the operation inside the bracket. 2 plus 3, 5 plus 4, 9. Both the answers are same. Therefore, whole numbers are associative under addition. So this property should be satisfied like a plus b plus c equal to a plus b plus c. Next is under multiplication. Here also I am going to take 3 whole numbers. For any 3 whole numbers a, b and c. Our condition is a into b into c equal to a into b into c. There plus here multiplication, that is the only difference. Example is, I am taking 3 whole numbers 2, 3, 5. Here a is 2, b is 3, c is 5. So a into b into c equal to 2 into 3 into 5. 2 into, first we should do the operation inside the bracket by BODMAS rule. 3 5s are 15. 15 2s are 30. Next a into b into c. So 2 into 3 into 5. 2 3s are 6 into 5, 30. So both the answers are same. Therefore, whole numbers are associative under multiplication. Next property is identity. Identity means when we are taking any whole number, for any whole number a, I am taking any one whole number a. If I am adding that whole number with 0, we should get the same whole number. Therefore, 0 is our additive identity. This is for addition. I am taking for any whole number a. Any whole number, I am taking any one whole number a. If I am adding that whole number with 0, I will get that same whole number. Then that 0 is our additive identity. Likewise, we will have for multiplication also. Multiplication also, I am taking any one whole number. For any whole number a, I am multiplying that whole number because multiplication. So I am multiplying that whole number with 1. I am getting the same whole number. Therefore, 1 is our multiplicative identity. I am taking any one whole number a and I am multiplying that whole number with 1, and in both the ways 1 into a or a into 1, we will get the same whole number. Therefore, that 1 is our multiplicative identity. Next property is distributive property. Distributive property is, we will be using the distributive property of multiplication over addition. Distributive property of whole numbers of multiplication over addition. So here I already told you whole numbers will satisfy only for multiplication and addition. Therefore, we are using the distributive property of multiplication over addition. Here for distributive property, we have to consider 3 whole numbers. For any 3 whole numbers A comma B comma C. I am taking three whole numbers A, B, C. Our distributive property of multiplication over addition is A into B plus C equal to A into B plus A into C. This is somewhat different because here two different operators are used. A into B plus C equal to A into B plus A into C. Here three whole numbers are used, but two different operators. That is why it is called as distributive property. Then another one property is when we are dividing a whole number by 0, it is not division, not defined. That is division of a whole number by 0 is not defined. Example I will give you. When I am taking any one whole number like 40, this is the whole number. I am dividing that 40 by 0, which is not defined. It is not defined, you can say. Okay, because any number divided by 0 is not possible, which is already discussed in the nature definition of numbers. In that, when we are writing fractions, we won't write 0 in the denominator. So when we are dividing a whole number by 0, it is not defined. Next is next property is next predecessor, which is one of the important thing in whole numbers chapter, because when we want to find the previous number or before number, we will use this predecessor. When we want to use the predecessor, we will subtract that particular number by 1. When we are using predecessor, you will subtract that particular number by 1. Example, we want to find the predecessor of 24 means I will subtract 1 from 24. 24 minus 1 equal to 23. Therefore, 23 is the predecessor of 24. Next is your successor. Successor is when we want to find the after value or next value. We will add 1 to that particular number. Example, I am taking one successor of 23 is 23 plus 1, 24. So 24 is the successor of 23. When they ask you for successor of 799, you will add 1 to that particular number, you will get 800. So 800 is the successor of 799. If that whole number 0 has no predecessor, but it has successor. Successor 1. Whole number 0 has no predecessor, but it has successor 1. Whole numbers are always infinite. These are the properties. Once again, I'll recall the properties. First, whole numbers. It is a bigger collection of natural numbers and 0. It is denoted by capital W. It starts from 0 and it ends. It is an infinity. It has no end. Therefore, it is countable and infinite. Properties which we want to going to discuss is closure property, commutative property, associative property, identity, distributive property. Whole numbers are always satisfied only under addition and multiplication. Closure property under addition, I am taking two whole numbers. If I am adding those two, answer is also a whole number. One example is given, I am adding these two, answer is also a whole number. Multiplication, I am taking two whole numbers and I am multiplying those two whole numbers, answer is a whole number. I am taking two whole numbers, multiplying it, I am getting answer as whole number. Commutative property also satisfied only under addition and multiplication. I am taking two whole numbers a and b. A plus b equal to b plus a. This is a condition for commutative property. So both the answers came same, so it is commutative. Next is our multiplication. I am taking two whole numbers a and b. I am a into b equal to b into a. This is a commutative property under multiplication. Taking two whole numbers, both the answers are same, so it is commutative. Associative property. Under addition I am taking, for associative I am taking three whole numbers a, b and c. This should be satisfied like a plus b plus c equal to a plus b plus c. So I am taking three whole numbers, both the answers are same, so it is associative under addition. Under multiplication, I am taking three whole numbers a into b into c equal to a into b into c. So both the answers came same, so it is associative under multiplication. Identity. Identity, for addition I am taking one whole number and I am adding with 0. It will come, the same whole number will be the result. So 0 is our additive identity. Multiplication, I am taking only one whole number a and I am multiplying that with 1. We are getting the same whole number. So 1 is our multiplicative identity. Next is our distributive property. Here distributive property is for multiplication under addition. Here so multiplication is used, addition is used. Here three whole numbers are used, but two different properties, two operations are used. A into b plus c, a into b plus a into c. Next, division of whole number by 0 is not defined. When we are dividing a whole number by 0, it is not defined because our denominator should always not equal to 0. Denominator 0 should not be there. Okay, that is a property in whole numbers. Next predecessor, we are going to find the before number, previous number. We are using predecessor. That time you will subtract 1 to that particular number. Predecessor of 24 is 23. Predecessor of 800 is 799. Like that. You will subtract 1 to that particular number. Successor, you are going to find the after value for that number. So, or next value, you will add 1 to that particular number. Successor of 23 is 24. You are adding 1. Successor of 799 is 800. Next, whole number 0 has no predecessor because before number of 0, there is no number before 0. So, whole number 0 has no predecessor, but it has successor 1. Whole numbers are always infinite set. Okay children, thank you.